Hello and welcome to this Aquarius Season Flow. My name is Caley Alyssa, and Aquarius rules the ankles, the calves, the shins, as well as the circulatory system. So we'll be practicing today supporting all of those areas and stimulating the circulatory system by keeping things moving. And Aquarius is also ruled by the planet Uranus, and Uranus is a disruptor. It sort of shakes things up and plants unexpected surprises. And so we'll be weaving a few of those into our practice today. We'll start in the standing position. So come on up to standing. And in order to get our circulatory system started, we're going to start to pat the body. And so we do this in Kundalini Yoga and in a bunch of other practices. It's a really good way to awaken your body and to get things moving. So we'll start by patting down the left arm with your right hand. You want to have the hand relatively flat and solid. You want to get under your armpit to where your lymph nodes are. Good. And then you'll do the right arm. Same thing, you do all the muscles on your arm. You get the back of the arm, get into the armpit and the lymph. And then we're gonna do the whole body. So take your hands, get into the chest, the outer chest, the upper chest. Go down the sides of the ribs, down the sides of the hips. Go back into the buttocks. And then get the thighs, get the front of the thighs, go down the front of the legs to the tops of the feet. Get the outer leg and the inner leg. Get the back of the leg. Come all the way up the back of the leg. Same thing, outer thigh, inner thigh, and the back of the thigh. Go up the buttocks, one more time. And then make fists with your hands and bring the fist to the back and just start to gently pound into the back with the butt of the fist. Go as high up as you can get it. Good. And then we'll take the arms out wide and we're gonna start to swing side to side and allow the hands to hit into the back and the side body as you rotate side to side. Good, one more each side, and then we'll come back to center and then take your fingertips and gently start to tap your face. So you can tap your forehead, you can tap the cheekbones, the nose, just kind of get all over the face. You can do the jaw, the neck, down to your collarbones. Good, all right, check it out, nice work. So let's find Tadasana now, planting your feet, hips distance apart, the top of the mat. Okay, palms face forward. And just be here for a moment with your eyes closed. So feel your feet firmly rooted on the ground. We're doing a lot of work with the ankles and the lower leg today. So feel this grounding now here. All 10 toes, the 4 corners of each of your feet. And you can kind of sway side to side or forward and backward and just play with the weight moving around in your feet. Notice where you feel connected and grounded and where you might need to bring a little bit more attention. All right, and then open your eyes. So your arms can just be down by your side for this first little bit. We're gonna play a little bit with our toes and with our ankles and our feet here. Okay, so start in this position and working the angles of your feet. Start to roll onto the inner arches of your feet. So as you do this, the outer blade, the outer edge of the foot will lift, okay? Good, so just feel this movement happening here. Good, and then we'll do the opposite of that. Roll onto the outer edges of the feet, lift the inner arches. So you're on the outer blade of the foot, inner arches are lifted. Good. And then plant the foot back down. Now lean forward into the toes and lift your heels off the mat. So you're coming up onto your tiptoes. Okay, and then we do the opposite of that. We'll sit back into the heels and we'll lift the toes off the mat. Okay. And keeping the toes lifted and spread really wide. I want you to get them as wide as they can get here. Okay, and from this position, see if you could just tap the big toe. Keep all the other toes lifted. Just the big toe taps down to the yoga mat and lifts back up. We're gonna do that a couple more times. 2, and up. 3, and up. 4, and up one more time. 5, and up. Okay, keep the toes lifted and spread wide. See now if you could keep the big toe lifted, place the pinky toe down, and then the second toe down, and then the third toe down, and then the fourth toe down, keeping the big toe lifted. It's harder for me on my left foot than it is on my right, so this is good work for me, okay? And then now lift that fourth toe up, the third toe up, the second toe up, and the first toe up. Whew, this is hard stuff. We're gonna do that a couple more times. So again, keeping the big toe lifted, go from the pinky toe all the way in, keeping that big toe up, setting first, second, third, and fourth toes down. And then we reverse it, so you lift the fourth, the third, the second, and then the pinky toe. Spread them wide. We'll do that one more time. From pinky toe to second toe, third, fourth, all the way down, keeping that big toe lifted. Good, and then we'll switch it up. Lift the fourth, the third, the second, and the first. Spread the toes really wide. Big, big stretch here. Okay, now we'll do all toes. So put big toe down first, then the second toe. Whew. Third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Doing it this direction is almost impossible for me. And then we'll reverse it. So we'll try to lift the baby toe up first, coming all the way back to your big toe. Woo! That way, again, it's so hard, but just imagine it happening. So big toe to the fourth, the third, all the way down to the first, and then reverse it. Lifting the pinky toe side up first, all the way up to the big toe. Okay, now let's reverse this. So we'll keep the toes lifted, and we'll start first by putting the pinky toe down, then the second, third, fourth, fifth, big toe. Then we'll reverse. Lift big toe, lift fourth, third, second, and first. Okay, we got that one more time. Pinky toe down first, second, third, fourth, and big toe. And then reverse it. Lift big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Spread them wide and release. Okay, shake it out. Nice work, you guys. So doing all of those different activations, this really helps to strengthen the ankle joint. You'll feel it all the way up into the ankle. We'll get in there a little bit more as we start to work into our practice. But come to the top of your mat for now. And from here, we're gonna start to walk backwards, toe ball heel to the back edge of the yoga mat. So keeping your eyes open, looking forward, toe ball heel, just walk your way to the back of your mat. Okay, and then once you get to the back of the mat, we'll do the same thing walking forward, but with the eyes closed. So close your eyes, walk toe ball heel to the top of your yoga mat. Okay, and then keeping the eyes closed, do the same thing, but walk backwards. Toe ball heel, walking backwards to the back of your mat. We're doing all of this to honor that Uranus planet, that disruptor, shaking it up, doing things a little bit differently. Okay, we're gonna do this again, eyes closed, walk forward, backward, forward. This time we're gonna do it as fast as we can. So toe ball heel to the top of the mat, and then walk it backwards, keeping your eyes closed. Good, one more time, forward, top of the mat. Okay, nice work. Once you get there, you can open your eyes. Good job, shake it out. Do a few half sun salutes here. So starting at the top of the mat, hands come to your heart. Just inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, bring the arms right back down by your sides. Okay, we'll do this again. Inhale, arms reaching up. Exhale, arms down by your sides. 3 more times. Notice how the weight shifts around on your feet as you move your arms. 2 more times, inhaling up. Exhale. Good, and then last time, inhaling up. And exhale. Good work. Okay, we're gonna add on to this. So inhale, reach the arms up. And this time, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhaling, fold. Good, again, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Let's do that again. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, fold, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhaling, fold. Good, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhaling, hands to heart. 2 more times, just like this. Sync your breath to your movement. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, fold. Good. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Hands to heart. Exhale, last time. Inhaling up. And exhaling forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhaling, fold. Good. Last time. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Okay, nice work. We're going to add on a little bit more. So stay at the top of your mat. Take another big inhale. Reach your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk your feet back, plank position. Inhale in plank. Exhale to dog. Again, inhale, plank. Exhale, walk your feet forward, top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. We'll do this again. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk it out, plank position. Inhale in plank. Exhale in dog. Good. Walk your feet all the way up, top of the mat. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. And again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale out to plank. Take an inhale in plank. Exhale to dog. Good. Again, inhale to plank. Exhale, walking feet up to the hands. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more times like this. Really working with our circulatory system, getting things moving with the breath. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale, dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last time, big breath. Reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plank position. Inhale in plank. Exhale to dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, walk your feet up. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Okay, hold here for a moment. Just check in with your body. Notice how you're feeling, if things are moving a little bit better, a little bit more open and awake. Good. Okay, let's shift things up a bit. Again, moving with our breath, keeping things moving this whole class as much as possible. Bend into your knees and sit back into a chair pose. So your feet can be separate or touching here, whichever feels best for you. I'm gonna have my feet hips distance. So we inhale in chair, and then just exhale to stand. Bring the arms down by your sides. Do this again. Breathe into chair. Exhale, come to standing, arms by the sides. Good, again, inhale. And exhale. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. Good, we'll add on a little bit here. So inhaling to chair. And this time, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, come back to chair. Exhale to stand. Do it again. Inhaling, chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, come back to chair. Exhale to stand. Do it again. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale to stand. 2 more. With your breath. Inhale, chair. Exhaling, fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Come back to chair. Inhale. Exhale to stand. Last one. Inhale, chair. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold. Come back to chair. Big breath in. Exhale to stand. Okay, adding on. We're going to combine the first and the second things together, moving with the breath. So we'll start again in our chair pose. Take a big inhale. And on the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk it out to plank position. Take an in-breath in plank. Exhale, press back to dog. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, walk your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, come to chair. Exhale to stand. Good. 4 more times. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plank position. Inhale in plank. Exhale to dog. Walk the feet all the way up top of the mat. Inhale, chair. Exhale to stand. Good. 3 more like this. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale to dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, feet walk forward. Inhale, chair. Exhale to stand. Last 2 with the breath. Big inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhaling, plank. Inhale in plank. Exhale to dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, walk your feet forward. Inhale, chair. Exhale to stand. Last time. Inhaling, chair. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plank position. Inhale in plank. Exhale to dog. Good. Back forward to plank. Exhale, walk your feet up. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale to stand. Now, come back into chair pose and stay there. So we'll hold that position. Take a big inhale, drop the hips low. Lift the arms and chest up high. So find your breath here in chair. You want the hips to drop low and back. So the weight is sinking into your heels. And again, we'll play with the ankles, the feet, and the toes here. So lift all 10 toes up off the mat and spread them really wide. And you'll notice how that shifts the weight even further back into the heels. You'll also notice how that turns on the front of the ankle and the shin. So breathe here. Good. All right. And then set all 10 toes down and lean forward into the toes as you lift the heels up. Good. And see if you can keep the heels lifted as you descend your hips all the way down to the heels. And once you get there, you can drop your hands down to the mat, straighten the legs, and fold forward. Okay, so just grab opposite elbows. Allow the head to kind of shake out a little bit here. You can sway side to side if that feels good for you. Good, and then release those hands down, bend the knees, come right back into your chair pose. So we're moving on to a different sequence here. We're gonna take this first round a little slow, and then we'll pick up the pace as we get moving, okay? So sink into your chair and start to shift the weight in chair into your right foot. Okay, so heading into the right foot, hover the left foot off the mat. And find your balance here. So draw your navel in, find your breath. Good. And then let's set the left foot down. We'll just switch sides. So shifting the weight into that left foot, hovering the right foot. Engage your core. That's helping to lift the right knee in front of you. Good. Sink the weight into that left heel. Breathe here. Good, and let's do it again. Place the right foot down, come back to chair. Shift the weight into the right foot. Pull the left knee in. Good, and let's play with the balance a little bit here. So bring the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Begin to straighten the standing leg. And as you do so, use your core to drive that left knee even further into the chest. Now see if you could shift your gaze up, ever so slightly. Lift your heart up, lift your chest up. Keep that left knee lifted. Good, and then release it. Come back to chair, left foot down, arms up. Shift the weight into that left foot, hold the right knee. Okay, so you want to get low here, but pull that right knee as high as you can into your chest. And then take the hands behind you and switch the interlace over by one, so the way that feels a little strange. Begin to straighten the standing leg. Drive the right knee even further into the chest as you lift your gaze up. Open your shoulders. Lift your heart, your chest. Breathe here. Good, and release. Come back to chair. Place the right foot down. Take a big inhale. We got to throw in those really challenging moments for Uranus here, the disruptor. So sit back into those heels once more. Okay, let's chain this into a little bit of a flow. So moving back into our circulatory system stimulation. So shift into that right foot, lift the left foot up. Now from here, step that left foot all the way to the back of the mat, bringing the knee down to the ground. Okay, left knee down to the ground, keep the back toes tucked. Good, now start to lean the weight so far forward into the right heel that your right knee actually comes in front of the ankle. I don't cue this one very often, but I'm doing it today. And as the knee comes in front of the ankle, you might even be able to lift high onto the right tip toes. Okay, in order to do this, your weight has to be really low to the ground. You might need to even shift forward slightly or step a little bit less far back with that left foot in the beginning. Okay, so you're lifting the right heel off the mat. You'll feel a really good stretch in your hip flexor here. We're also working on this ankle stability, stimulating the calf and the shin on that front right leg. Okay, take a big inhale here. And then on the exhale, placing that heel down, shifting the weight into the back foot with the toes tucked. And you can kind of nestle that back heel into the perineum space, and you'll feel a really good stretch on the toes and the arches of that back foot. And again, you're working the front of the leg here, the shin as well. Good, and then we'll switch this. So place the hands down, step back into plank position, take an in-breath. And as you exhale, take your hands out a little wider, drop your knees down so that they're far behind you, and start to play with cat-cow here. So we're allowing the elbows to bend out as the chest dips down towards the ground, the hips go up, inhale. And on the exhale, push into the palms of the hands, round into the upper back, contract your belly. We'll do this 4 more times. Inhale, allow the chest to drop down, heart to open, belly to open, the elbows stick out to the sides. Exhale, contract the belly. Press up as you round into the shoulder blades. Good, 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. From here, tuck the toes and press your way back into down dog. You'll need to adjust your hands, bringing them back in so that they're shoulders distance apart. And then from down dog, let's again just kind of play with the ankles. So lift up onto your tiptoes and start to roll around your feet in all directions. So you can move to the inner arches of the feet. You can push into the outer arches. You can push down into the heels, lift the toes. Push into the toes, lift the heels. Good. Working in all directions of those ankles here. Nice work. And then let's step the left foot all the way forward to the top of the mat, dropping that right knee down. So we'll come into the second side of this low lunge variation. Okay, we lean forward, allow the weight to go down. So your hips move down towards the ground. And as this happens, the knee is going to come in front of the ankle here. Okay, you'll push down into the ball of the foot and all 5 toes as you lift the inner and outer arch, as well as the heel on that front leg. Now, if you need blocks, you can grab blocks, have them on either side of your body. Otherwise, hands can come to your hips or arms can reach up. Breathe here. Good. And then we'll switch this, we'll release it. So shifting the weight into the back leg, keeping the toes tucked, and that heel is going to nestle right into the perineum. Okay, so you're feeling a stretch in the arches of the foot and all 5 toes, the shin, and the front of the ankle here. Good, and then rebend into the front knee. Come all the way back into that 3-legged chair. Hug the right knee into your chest. Good, and then we'll place the right foot down to meet the left in full chair. Take a big inhale here. And on the exhale, come all the way up to standing. Releasing those arms down. Okay, so we're gonna turn this into a bit of a flow, all right? So that first round we took really slow. Now we're gonna pick up the pace, get all the things working and moving together. So big inhale, chair pose. And as you exhale, shift the weight now into that right leg. Pull the left knee into your chest. Inhale, step all the way back, releasing that left knee down. Shifting the weight forward into the right foot, lifting the heel up. Take a big breath. Good, and then as you exhale, releasing the hands down, shifting the weight into the back leg. Nestling heel to perineum. Good, rebend the knee, inhale, step back, plank position. Taking the hands wide as you exhale, drop the knees down, cat-cow. Exhale, push into the palms, round the upper back. Good, again, inhale, lower the chest, bend the elbows. Exhaling, round. One more time, inhale, lower. And exhale to round. Inhale, push it back, downward facing dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Dropping the right knee down. Take a big inhale as you lift the heel, lift the arms and chest. Exhale, release the hands down, shift the weight into the back foot, keeping the toes tucked, hips to heel. Good, inhale, step into that left foot, come all the way back into your 3-legged chair pose. Exhale, sit into full chair, really deep and low. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's reverse, go the opposite direction. Inhale, come to chair. Exhale, sit into that left foot, pull the right knee into your chest. Inhale, step it all the way back, finding that low lunge as you lift the heel, lift the arms and chest. Exhale, release the hands down wide, step back into plank position. Drop the knees, the chest and the chin. Exhale, push straight up, rounding into the upper back, tuck the belly. Inhale, bend the elbows and lower chest and chin. Exhale, contract, pull it in for 2. Good, last time, inhale, lower. Exhale for 3. Tuck the toes, inhale back, downward facing dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the heel, big reach up. Exhale, release the hands down, shift the weight into the back leg, hips to heel. Inhale, step into that right foot, 3-legged chair pose, pull the left knee into the chest. Exhale, both feet down, sink the hips low. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, hands to heart. Good, one more round each side. Sit into that right foot, inhale, chair. Exhale, pull the left knee into your chest. Inhale, step it back, not too far. Drop the knee, lift the heel, lift the arms and chest up. Exhale, hands down wide. Step back to plank. You can drop the knees or keep the knees lifted if you want an extra challenge. Inhale, bend the elbows, drop the chest and chin. Exhale, round the upper back, pull the belly in. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to downward dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward, not too far. Lift the heel as you inhale, reach the arms and chest. Exhale, hands down, heel down. Shift the weight into that back heel. Good, inhale, 3-legged chair. Pull that right knee into your chest. Reach the arms and chest up. I guess 1-legged chair. Exhale, feet down, take the hips down low. Inhale, reach up and release. Okay, last round. Inhale, back to chair. 1-legged chair, shift the weight into the left foot. Pull the right knee in. Inhale, step it back, not too far. Drop the knee, lift the left heel, lift the heart and chest. Exhale, hands wide, release to the mat. Step back to plank, drop the knees or keep them lifted. Inhale, bend the elbows, lower chest and chin. Exhale, press up. 2 more, inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Last time, inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale, downward facing dog. Good, this time step the right foot forward, not too far. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, lift the heel, lift the chest and arms. Exhale, hands down. Shift the weight into that back heel, hips to heels. Inhale, 1-legged chair. Step into the right foot as you pull the left knee in. Exhale, both feet down, sink deeper. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good, close your eyes. Be here for a moment. Notice where you're feeling and what you're feeling. Okay, from here we'll turn to the side of the mat, coming into a wide-legged position. Taking your feet pretty wide, so when you extend your arms out to your sides, your feet should be about underneath where the palms of your hands are. And then bring the hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Roll the shoulders open, take a big breath in. And on your exhale, go ahead and fold forward, letting the arms lift up and overhead. Allow your head to hang heavy. Breathe here. Good. And then release your hands down to the mat and walk your hands out in front of you off the yoga mat. And as you do so, push the weight back into your heels. And see if you could lean so far back in the heels you could lift the feet and the toes up. Take a big inhale. And now do the opposite of that. Lean forward into the toes, push the weight into the hands and lift your heels up. Inhale, lean back into the heels, lift the toes. Exhale, lean forward into the toes, lift the heels. Good, 3 more. Inhale to the heels. Exhale, toes. Inhale, heels. Exhale, toes. Last time, inhale, heels. And exhale, toes. Good, place the heels down. Bring your hands to your hips, a little bend into the knees, and slowly come all the way up with a flat back to standing. And then jump your feet into touch and open. Good, again, close, open, close, open, close, open. Last time, close, open. Okay, nice work. Turn the right toes out and the left toes slightly in. So we're setting up for warrior 2 in the legs. Bending into that right knee, take your arms wide and drop down into your warrior. Okay, so from warrior 2, you should feel the outer edge of that left foot pushing into the ground, the inner arch lifting away from the mat. Inner and outer arch of the front foot are lifted, so this will activate the shins, the calves, the whole lower leg. You should feel it working here. And then on the in-breath, flip the palms up, straighten the front leg, take a big inhale, reaching arms up. And as you exhale, rebend the front knee, pushing the arms down to shoulder height. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Exhale for 2. Inhale up. Exhale 3. Inhale up. Exhale 4. Last time up. And exhale 5. Okay, sink low in this position. Lift all 5 toes on the front foot, spread them wide. Good, now set the toes down, lean the weight a little bit further forward, and lift your right heel up. Right heel up. Breathe here. Good, see if you can bend your front knee a little bit deeper. All right, nice work. Release the heel down, straighten the right leg. Whew. Switch sides. Turn the right toes in and the left toes out, so you're aligned about heel to arch. Okay. Take your arms wide, bend into that left knee. And then from here, we'll flip the palms up to the ceiling. So as we inhale, straighten the left leg, reach your arms up. Exhale, the arms come down to shoulder height, rebending front knee. Good, inhale up. Exhale 2. Inhale up. Exhale 3. Inhale up. Exhale 4. Inhale up. Exhale 5. Now stay here. Lift all 5 toes on the front left foot. Breathe. Good, and let's set the left toes down. Shift the weight a little further forward into that left foot and lift the heel. Breathe here. See if you could get deeper into the front knee with that heel lifted. Good, all right, set the heel down, straighten the leg. Whew, nice work. Again, parallel the feet, hop the feet in and out, 2 and out, 3 and out, 4 and out, 5 and out. Good, bring it back in. Okay, we'll set up for tree pose here. So standing, your feet about hips distance apart, bring your hands to hips to start. Okay, we'll shift the weight into the right foot. Just like we did in chair pose, begin to hover that left foot. You can bend the knee and drive the knee up into the chest without allowing the outer left hip to lift up. So the outer hip is descending, but the knee is lifting. So we're using the belly. And then open your knee out to the side, keeping that outer left hip down. You can use your hand to help adjust, keeping the hips relatively level. And when the knee can't open any further, see how far you could bring your foot into your thigh, right? And then if you need to reach down and adjust, you can. But just try doing it without the hand at first. So wherever the knee is, try bringing the foot into the thigh from there. And then if you need that adjustment, go and take it, okay? So finding tree pose, you can take your arms out wide to your sides here. Breathe. And then take those arms up overhead. Okay, so options, a couple options here. We're gonna add in a little bit of disruption, shaking things up a bit. You have the option to shift your gaze up to the ceiling, to close your eyes all together, which is super challenging. Okay, find your balance on that bottom foot. Or you can bring your left hand to your left knee, reach your right arm up and over. Take it into a side stretch. I think the most challenging option is probably closing the eyes. So if you're there and you fall out of it, just come right back into it, okay? As many times as you need to, without judgment, without guilt, blame, shame, any of it. Just find your way back. Okay, and when you're ready, slowly release, shake out that standing leg. It's gonna need a little shake. The foot, you can also kind of roll it around on the ground, both directions. Okay. Let's do the other side. Good. So hands to your hips. Shift the weight now into that left foot and drive the right knee into your chest. So we're using the core. We're drawing the navel in to lift the knee rather than the outer hip here, okay? Rather than letting the glute take over. So move that down, pull this up. Good. And then see if you could open your knee out to the side, keeping that outer right hip relatively level with the left. And when you can't open it anymore, see how far you could bring the foot into the thigh without using your hand to do it. Okay, and then if you need to reach down, take a little adjustment, feel free to do that. All right, so find your balance, pull in and up, reach those arms out wide to your sides to start. And then let's add some extra challenges here. So arms can come up overhead, gaze can shift up, eyes can close. Or you can also bring that right hand to the right knee and reach the left arm all the way up and over. So big side body stretch here. Okay, again, if the eyes are closed, that's probably the most challenging one. So if you fall out of it, don't worry, just get right back into it as many times as you need to, as quickly as you can. Good, and then go ahead and release, shake it out that standing foot. Okay, let's start to wind down. So we're gonna bring it down into a forward fold at the top of the mat. Just fold forward for a moment or two, hang heavy here. And when you're ready, place your hands down and bring yourself back into a tabletop position, bringing the knees down to the mat. Setting up for bird dog. So first, let's go ahead and step the left foot behind us, keeping the left toes tucked and the right knee down. And then from here, draw the navel in and slowly begin to lift the left leg up to the height of the hip. You can match that with the right arm out by the ear. So finding your breath here, holding bird dog. You feel that line of energy from your right fingertips out through the left heel. Okay, and then let's switch it. Bring the right hand down, the left knee down. Just step that right foot back, toes tucked. Draw the navel in and slowly start to lift the right leg up. Just about to the height of the hip, and then go ahead and extend the left arm out next to your ear. Hold here in this position. Now we want to feel this line of energy from the left fingertips out through the right heel. Good, slowly release, hand down and knee down. Once more, tuck the left toes underneath behind you, left leg is straight. This time, turn the left heel down and in, and reach your left arm up. So we're coming into a modified side plank here. Arm is up, breathe. If you'd like a little added challenge, added balance, you could lift the left leg up to the height of the hip. Okay, good. And then let's switch sides. Bring the left hand down, bring the left knee down. Take that right leg back, tucking the toes under. And then turn your right heel down. Go ahead and reach the right arm up. Okay, and as that right arm reaches up, your gaze can shift up. You can decide to stay here, or you can extend the right leg up to the height of the hip. Breathe. Good. Nice work. Release the right hand down, right knee down. Now from here, we're coming into a plank. If you have any sort of wrist issues that you need some extra support around, you can come down onto your forearms for forearm plank, okay? Otherwise, step the legs back behind you for full plank. Breathe here. Good, and from plank, keeping your feet hips distance apart, just roll onto the outer edge of the right foot, the inner arch of the left foot, and then slowly start to reach the left arm up. So coming into a side plank. Breathe here. So option to stay right where you are, or you can hover that left leg. Same thing we did before, just that bottom knee is lifted now. If it's too much to have the left leg up, you can bring it right back down. Draw the navel in. Lengthen the low back. All right, let's switch sides. Bringing the foot down and the hand down, come back to plank. Find center, find neutral here. And then stay in plank, just roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Shift the weight into that left hand, reach the right arm up. You have the option to stay here or to hover that right foot, the right leg. Breathe. Try to lengthen both sides of the waist, the front body and the back body here. Good, and then release. Bring the foot down, bring the hand down, come back to plank. And from plank, we'll slowly lower all the way down onto the belly, coming into Shalabhasana. So once you arrive on the tummy, take the hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, push the tops of the feet and the legs down to lift the chest, the shoulders, the arms, and the head up. So the legs are down. We're pushing into the pinky toe side of the foot just as much as the big toe side. Take another in-breath. And as you exhale, start to lift the legs up from the big toe side of the foot. So you're feeling the inner border of the legs lift you up. Good. Stay lifted. Release the hands. Place your forearms on the ground in front of you. Come into Sphinx as you slowly lower the legs once more. Press into that pinky toe edge side of the foot. All right, and then remain in Sphinx. Slide your right knee all the way up towards your right elbow. This might feel pretty delicious already. You can hang out right here if this feels good for you. Yeah, otherwise, take your left hand, grab hold of that right knee, and then slowly roll over onto your back for a reclined twist. Good. Come back to Sphinx. Roll onto your belly. From Sphinx, can you stay lifted with your upper body? Take those hands back behind you. Take an in-breath. And as you exhale, lift the legs back behind you. And this time you have the option to bend your knees and see if you can grab hold of the ankles, kicking the feet into the hands, coming into bow pose. Now gently release bow. Bring those elbows back down to the mat. Lower the legs back down to the mat. Push into the pinky toe side of the foot. Take a big breath in Sphinx. And as you exhale, slide the left knee up towards that left elbow, all the way up to the top of the mat. So again, you can either hang here if this feels really good to you, or you can take that right hand, reach underneath you, grab the left knee, roll all the way over onto your back for a reclined twist. Good, and then we'll keep rolling over onto your back. So just flip asana. Adjust yourself so that you come onto your yoga mat. Reach those legs up overhead, cross the right knee over the left, and take a reclined cow face pose, grabbing either the shins or the outer edges of the feet. And as you're in this position, make sure you're not stressing the ankles. So keep the feet flexed to support the ankles. Just a couple breaths here. Good, and let's switch it. Unwind the legs, cross the left knee over the right knee. Find that reclined cow face pose on the second side, either grabbing the shins or the outer edges of your feet. Good, and slowly release. Find your way into your final resting pose, Shavasana. You made it. And once you get to Shavasana, just flop your feet in and out a couple times. This will help to adjust your low back, the back of the pelvis, and the sacrum on the mat beneath you. Good. And then take your arms down by your sides, palms facing up. One last big in-breath here, filling all the way down into the belly, further up into the chest. Expand out into the side of the ribs and into the back of the ribs. And then part the lips, exhale.